405 London Control, hello, Roger. Lufthansa 3, Mike Tango, London Control, hello, Roger. 405, climb flight level 340.
Cool, right. You hear me?
Yep.
So flying East Midlands to Glasgow. Now we can fly real weather if you want, or we can just fly not real weather, depends how much challenge you want.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You want a challenge? I don't know how windy it is or anything, it could be just perfect, but...
We can go for a wee challenge as
Yeah,
well.
good choice. Let me just load the weather.
DC 540 to Golf, contact Manchester radar 118580, bye-bye. 118-580. Right, 1456, descend, flight level 180.
Oh, looks like a bit cloudy here in East Midlands. Loads are probably.
Right, 1456, descend, flight level 180.
Flight level 180, Ryanair 1456.
Make sure that's all reloaded properly, because otherwise we'll have a...
Lufthansa 5 Papa Lima, London Control, hello, climb now, flight level 190.
Continue climb, flight level 190, Lufthansa 5 Boeing.
Lufthansa 81 Echo, climb, flight level 190.
And the rain as well.
190, Lufthansa 8.
London, good afternoon, Turkish Airlines, Whiskey Charlie with you, flight level 350.
Right, so let's get the flight plan in, get some fuel and that, and we'll get going. How much you remember the last time?
Good morning, folks, from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can, as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
Maintain income, good day, Turkish Airlines, Whiskey Charlie.
846 with your own navigation direct SHAP.
Right, so that's our... Do you remember how to fly, right? Don't need to
Yeah.
go through the basics again, right? You're following the flight directors, do you remember that?
Yeah.
All that cross and that, yeah? So as long as the nose obviously stays inside our cross, we're looking good, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, yeah, so that's us, just kind of left turn out of the East Midlands and then kind of up north, basically, yeah? So we'll program the flight plan first, which is basically all this here. So we're going to have to type that into the computer, right? So we're going to go down to route, we're going to press that. Sorry, route, RTE. And then this is the origin, destination. We can see we're in EGNX, so we'll just type that in. Yep, and that's going to go top left for origin, because you can see that paste written here, so we're going to just paste that top left. So we'll just press the top left one, that's it. And then destination is EGPF. And that's going to go right there, and that's it. Working, good. Right, so you know where we are, where we're going to. Let's go to departure arrival, departure top left. And we're on the runway 09, and we can see here 09 departure rate. So we're going to pick that from the list, as you knows where we are. TNT 3 Papas to departure. So on the left side we can see departure. So we'll pick that up, and then we'll go to route, and then we'll go to the next page. On this page we're going to fill up all the waypoints and airways, right? So numbers, that's the airways, and then otherwise it's the waypoints. So airways goes on the left, waypoints goes on the right. So we can see we've got the TNT already there. So next one is November 57. And that's going to go second left, that's the airway, right? Yeah. And then next one, Paul. That's going to go right.
Left 260, cleared ILS 23.
Left 260, cleared ILS 23, easy 9000.
Right, at 4003, descend flight level 120.
Put that
Yeah, that's it, yep.
Yeah.
120, right, 1003.
Lufthansa 5 Papa Lima, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, can you plan 260 now?
Correct 405, unable, I have traffic at that at 360.
Lufthansa Speedbird 923, flight level 180.
Perfect. And the next one is the arrival. So we can see we've got asleep one golf. That's arrival. So that's gonna go. So direct is DC direct. Yeah. So that just goes there. Yeah, that's it. And direct is pre-filled. Departure arrival. Arrival second on the right. And we're looking runway 23 today to land. Yep. And then asleep one golf arrival. So there we go. Yeah. And that's it. So we'll go to route. And we'll go activate. And we'll go execute. That's our route now. We can see you're gonna straight ahead, slightly right, and then we'll go left turn, heading up north. So we're gonna check this. We'll turn this to the right to plan, and then we'll go to legs. Or just keep pressing the step button. That takes us through all the waypoints, and we're just looking to make sure that takes us through without any breaks in the line or some weird 360 orbits. So we had a little bit of break there, right? So you can see route discontinuity. Yeah. So we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna press center fix. We're going to replace the square, so put it there, and then execute that. We go previous page, and then we'll keep pressing step again. That should hopefully now take us through without a break, so just a step. Take us straight for the, there we go, straight for the arrival there, yeah, cool. Alright, bring it back to map to the left, and then we'll go to init ref. So that's our route done. The next thing would be the performance of the aircraft. So here we can cheat, we can just press the button here and that tells us the weight, otherwise we can take that from the information. We'll go 2 tons of reserves. No, just go in his ref. And we'll press 2 for 2 tons of it. And we'll put in the reserve, fuel reserves there. Cost index 20, 20. And just there, yeah. Cruising altitude today will be 28,000, so 280, for level 280. I'll go right there. Perfect. And what we'll do, if we would look at the charts, so this is our departure, again the same as we looked there, right? So we're gonna right slightly and then left all the way up. And we can see 6,000 feet is the max. We need to be at that point at 6,000 feet basically. So this is our maximum climb for now until we clear by ATC basically. So we're gonna set 6,000 here. And obviously we're not talking to ATC, but if we would, they would just clear further up. And then we're gonna set this one to 28. So as you remember, what panel is this? Pressurization panel, yeah. So we'll set that at 20,000, and then we're gonna execute that. Now we're gonna go to, actually because we're flying real weather, we could put winds. So let's put average winds 254 / 071, so it's just 071. That's gonna go under wind. And we'll put the temperature -3.
Press that for the mic.
Yep. Cool, let's go execute now. And then go N1 limit. Let's see what it tells us here for D-rate. So we can put 10 now. We don't have exact amount of fuel that we need, so that doesn't really apply to us.
Okay.
We should have 5.4. Because oh, no, far off. So 600 kilograms. So we can go with that. So telling us selected temperature 55. So we're gonna go 55. We'll put at the top. And hopefully that will D-rated takeoff. Yep, so that's D-rated takeoff there. That's fine. Bleeds will be on. Cool. Let's go takeoff. And then we'll put it on 5 for flaps. Yep, we'll put it on flaps. And then we'll brace for flaps and all the information. The takeoff speeds are calculated. So just confirm V1, rotate V2. Yep. And we have here. Oh, it's not far off. V2 is 144. Yeah, it's fine. Center gravity, we'll just trim the aircraft for takeoff a little bit. And then we'll set here 150 speed, V2. Do you remember all the speeds again? V1, rotate, V2. What I mean?
Take 150 for that.
Yeah. No?
That'll be rotate.
Yeah.
V1.
So you go a few stages, so you go 80 knots, you go V1, rotate, V2. Yeah, so anything, any suspicious noises, anything at all, anything before 80 knots will safely abort takeoff. between 80 and V1 you abort takeoff for like engine failures or emergency or tower asking you basically or something kind of serious basically. Yeah, so V1 you committed after that basically. Yeah, so that's your decision speed, the V1. Yeah, after that you committed, rotate, you're gonna start pulling back, we're gonna start climbing. Actually, looking now, the aircraft is going to be taking off 27. I think it's 27 runway for departure today. The real weather, it doesn't really matter. We'll just deal with it. And then V2 is your single engine speed. So if you have an engine failure, it's the minimum speed that you need to maintain. With so we go like a 145 plus 5 basically, so you're a little bit extra. So that will be the speed you need to maintain. Let's see what is the weather just now here. So we will be having about 2 knots tailwind, so it doesn't really make a difference. We're gonna either way we'll have 11 knots crosswind though. Yeah, so either way. The only difference is that way we'd have 2 knots headwind, which is not really a big wind anyway. We need to set QNH. Have you done UPPL yet?
No.
No? Okay, so you're just trying to get a thingy through the jet through the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So QNH. 1016. You know what QNH is?
That again, sorry.
QNH?
No.
No? You do you know have to learn a little bit before you apply for scholarship?
Yeah, I know.
2 seconds.
Etihad 3 X-ray Alpha London Control, hello, score 1473.
Score 1473, Etihad 3 X-ray Alpha.
No idea what is this. Well, always some problems.
254, descend flight level 2, correction, descend flight level 300.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 6, Romeo Whiskey, flight level 340.
So QNH is pressure measured above sea level, and that will affect your altitude basically if you don't set it properly. So if you can look at my altitude, if I move my thing, see how it's changing? Yeah, so that's why it's important to make sure it's correct. Mainly for landing, and if you're using like auto land or something, so you know. Cool. So that's the QNH set. Where were we? Speed is set, everything is set. Cool, let's get this both restarted because I might not be wrong position. Let's get auto brake to RTO. That stands for rejected takeoff. Yeah, we're aboard takeoff. The aircraft will brake for us. Let's put our auto thrust on. Flight directors on as well. And VNAV, LNAV, so you go vertical navigation and lateral, yeah, so just turn it on. And then, yeah, let's bring the seatbelts back on and those 4 landing lights there as well. All the way down. And those 2. Those last 2 doesn't do anything because there was they only work in halogens. That's got LEDs now. Okay, so we did say flaps 5, but they're obviously showing up, and we need to set the flaps 5. So we're gonna lift up, drop it down under the gate, and then up again. Yeah. So we've got the detents. So just drop it down, all the way down, up again, and then 2.5. Right, so that's there. The flaps are coming out, and then shortly we'll accelerate, and then once I say rotate, you're gonna start pulling back, and then we're gonna bring our nose to that cross, and then from there you just follow the cross all the way through, just making sure we're nice and stable. So again, probably not gonna need a lot of movement that way, but you probably need quite a bit to turn, Any questions? Cool, I think we're all set, just make sure everything's set. Okay, rudder pedals. So left forward, right, left forward will go left, right will go right basically. So we've got 11 knots crosswind, so we've got a little bit of crosswind. You might need a little bit rudder to keep us in the center. Can't see the sock anywhere, but you'll feel it. The plane will start turning, so you just bring it in a little bit. Again, you shouldn't need a lot, but the faster we go, the more sensitive it becomes. So just try to find a sweet spot, kind of maintain it, preferably there. Yeah. Right, bring put your feet on the rudder pedals properly up the top. Yeah, press it down. Probably too high. There's like a little lever so you can just put it. Yeah. So just press it down your toes. That'll release the parking brake. I should try it again. Press it on again. There we go. And then bring the power to about 40%. So just put about inch forward. It will just bring that little line here to 4. That's it. About there. That's it. 4%. So we'll just pull up the engines. And you can bring your feet to the bottom of your other pedals now. That's it. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna press the toga. So just press the back button there. There we go. We're gonna start accelerating. Just keep it as so we can see we start drifting to the right a little bit. Yeah. So just left a little slightly, just a tiny bit. It's not really dramatic to be honest. I'll go right foot forward now. Yeah, don't be shy. Bring your right foot forward. That's it. Yeah, hold it there for a second. Left back in. That's it. Now we're talking a little bit over right. Here we go. That's it. So we got 80 knots. Looking good. Just keeping a little bit of the right pressure. And we have V1 rotate. There you go. Start pulling back. You can take, keep pulling, and then you can take your feet off the other pedal. So just looking down, making sure it's staying in the center. So push forward now. Yeah, that's it. Keep nice speed. And try not to grip it too hard. Relax. Let the plane fly. Just push it forward a little bit more. Get that square right in that cross. Here we go. There we go. Right, we'll go positive rate gear going up. Start pulling back a little bit. React to the. So you, as we're attracting flaps gears, every dynamics getting affected. You know, nose go up and down. So you gotta correct that. So left now. We're gonna start left turn. Keep going. We haven't really. There we go. Now we're turning. There we go. Nose down a little bit. There we go. That's it. Start pulling back now. Don't let him drop too much. I'll set this altitude to 28. And that's, you can hear the engines kind of pulling back. So we're gonna now start acceleration. You can see speed is now increasing. So as the green arrow reaches 1, we go for flaps 1. So we're gonna go flaps 1. And your nose will drop a little bit probably now as we. Oh. I start pulling back, don't let him drop too much. There we go. Let's bring in. Try and be in the center. Yeah, just quick reaction. And there's the left turn coming. Good. They've added a weird system to the start pulling back a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take flight for myself because they added like upgraded the simulator with a system basically where it's auto trimming. So you can see there's actually the trim is actually changing a little bit. So and it's always auto trimming when you're not in the center. You see, so it's why you find yourself pushing a lot of forward because the aircraft is trimming, but almost. I'm just going to level off. We're going to tell him to carry on climbing. Here we go. Start pulling back. Now pull. Where are we going? Descending there. Yeah. Not too much. Find a sweet spot and maintain it. And left. Level those wings. Yeah. And then as long as we keep in the center, the trim should be more stable. So, and that's why we can, going up and down a little bit as well against the trim. So. See how good that trim is now because it's a new thing introduced a couple of weeks back, and then I only notice every time I'm departing it's like trimming weirdly, but I think most of the time it's trimming weirdly because people never kind of fly in the center.
Yeah.
Right at 144, pushing right at 14, ground for 209,
Alright, it's good. So that's trim is stable. We, no, not the other way. Right turn, right turn. Bring it into center. There we go. Okay. Good. Yeah, Makuba. So people talking on TikTok. Live. No pressure. Last time we came to London, we had 600 people watching. So, so no stress, huh?
Unexpected run there. Also remember to use caution.
That's good. You're getting hung of it. I'll let you fly a hunt, just hunt flying for now, just to get comfortable with it. Because you don't need it for landing.
Yeah.
We'll see what's the weather in Glasgow. All right, so same kind of crosswind, 11 knot, but 7 headwind, so it's slightly windier, but
the catalog inner sea pocket describes the merchandise available today.
and we'll go rain, Broken 400, color bumpers. Okay, it's quite cloudy, kind of measurable. So.
Due to security regulations, we'd like to remind you about restrictions to carry on baggage containing liquids, gels, or creams.
Virgin 12 Romeo, request 1 5-minute time of Colton. Virgin 12 Romeo, you're leaving fire, but I don't want to see the Intercom goodbye, Virgin 12 Romeo.
Było jak ja leciałem, czy ktoś inny. Someone in Polish is speaking there. Co było jak ty leciałeś? Right, so that's our right turn coming out. So yeah, just keep going right until that nose gets all the way into that cross. There we go. That's it. That's what we're talking about. That's it. Just keep going. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Okay, keep going left a little bit more because we're not turning yet. Fine. There we go. Now we're turning. Tak było, no. Perfect. There we go, Manchester coming up, EGCC, and we're not going to really see anything because we're in the clouds, but you can see how the wind is pushing us, so we're going to fly in there, but that's the direction, it's just going to, you know, coming. So now. So today we're flying East Midlands to Glasgow. Oh, we're going almost out of the clouds. Crystal, welcome. How's the motion feeling like for the pilot? How do you feel?
Feeling alright.
He's doing good, he's doing well, yeah. Been here before, so he's got a little bit of practice.
Very little.
So we'll see how the landing goes. Usually that's the tricky part, but I got a good feeling.
Hopefully slightly better than
What
last time.
was the last one?
Oh, disaster.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did we crash?
Yeah.
Oh, proper crash.
Yeah, proper crash.
Oh no. Oh, we'll be alright. I've got a good feeling. If you can follow like that, it usually means you're gonna be able to follow down. But you know, we'll see.
Hopefully.
You wanna be a pilot, right? You gotta give your best.
Exactly.
Like, you know. Cool. Let's put autopilot. You can really go. Just press the command A here. Here we go. That's it. Just make sure you don't hold it. So really go first. Yeah. Either we trim it in or let it go, because if it feels that you want to engage it, then you engage it. Yeah, so you can see we were not trimmed exactly in neutral because the nose dropped obviously when you let it go, so that's when that is trimming out. But
Yeah.
trimming you do it here basically with on your left side there in that little switch. So pulling it down makes the nose goes up, pushing it forward makes the nose down. So if you feel yourself that you're climbing with pushing the yoke down, you're gonna have to just trim the nose up, and then you can just ease off a little bit into more neutral position. So, or if you just feel you kind of keep pulling there, you just bring it. So. Well, actually, opposite. If you're pushing forward, you nose down because obviously you're climbing steeply, so you just have to bring a nose down, so you're kind of neutral. Let's tidy up. So press this button, barometric pressure. That will get us into the standard. There we go. So auto brake off, landing gear off. Remember, just pull it out. No trigger, just the whole lever just out. That's it. And then middle position. Good. Landing lights can come off now.
Well,
Yeah. And seatbelt sign off as well. One more up, all the way up. 2 clicks. Yeah. Perfect. Cool. Bailey, hello. So my clients from here flying and watching. All previous pilots, yeah. He says you've got this, bro. I believe in you. Oh, he's got you. The pointy finger out here. Alright, cool. Right, so make sure the heading here is matching the heading we're flying, 328. And every time we obviously turn and that, we'll make sure that. So this is 360 compass, so we can go whichever way is quicker, yeah? Because if we have to turn left, we're not going right to go left. Yeah. What flight you guys doing? We're going East Midlands to Glasgow. Great way to show what to do without moving a lot. Yeah. So what's the deal when you're applying for the Jet 2?
I'm in the process right now. I've got through like a few stages. I've got like the Aeon tests to do in like the next 4 days, and I've got like a one-way interview type thing.
Yeah, there's like a Skype thing. Or
Yeah.
not Skype anymore.
So I got that through yesterday, so I need to do that in like the next 4 days. So that was the plan. I was in the farthest I got in one last year was a 2E1. I think I got to like the last 100 and something, but then didn't get in at the last stage. The other ones, I didn't get that close in. So this is the first one that's come out this year. So it's been a while since I've actually
and
done
obviously they
anything
don't
again.
care if you go UPPL or not, because they all
Yeah.
do it full. Do you have to? Oh, it's a fully funded one, is it?
Yeah, it's a fully funded one.
Yeah, that's interesting. How old are you now?
I'm turning 19 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's good age. Well, good luck then. Hopefully that will.
Very much.
Hopefully that all works out. That's interesting. Yeah. So I wonder how far you're gonna get, because obviously there's so many people want it. Right?
Yeah, I know. I think it was like, I think 2E last year was like 15,000.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
it's
yeah.
nuts. And I think BA do
How
one.
many? How many did they take?
30.
30.
I think Jet 2 right now, they took 60 last year, but they had 18,000 applying, so I'd imagine it's probably more this year, and it'll be the same amount of spots.
I
So
wonder how they base that on.
I've no idea.
Because obviously you don't have PPL, you don't have any really
Yeah,
experience,
nothing.
right? It's
I mean, the 2E1 that I did last year, because they're not doing their scheme this year. So it was like you had to do your usual, you get your usual screening, and then you get like your test on maths and English and that kind of 4 tests, and then it was they took 2,000 to like a one-way interview. They did like 5 questions, and then 150 down to like a test day in East Midlands, and you did like maths, group work, case study, and like an interview, and then I think the final stage was like a simulator thing, and I think they took 60 to that, and then narrowed it down to the final 30. So
yeah, because the test you would have to obviously be there, right? Because otherwise
Yeah.
you'll get ChatGPT
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, I think there is a lot. Obviously, I think the initial stage is about a lot about the person, right?
yeah,
Yeah, if you show yourself,
most of
well,
the
and
most of the companies seem to be like that. It's just kind of like the test that actually do some basic maths.
yeah. I
basic
mean, they've
English,
got the
and then-
questions that you can ask.
Yeah.
They will know straight away.
Yeah.
How you answer, the way you answer.
And then usually there's just like some sort of one-way interview, and then they try base some personality. And then
That's what it is, because you gotta be part of the team, and you
Yeah.
work well with the team and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And you gotta be confident, but you don't want to be overconfident and
yeah.
telling other person what to do. And it is there's a question to actually, so you can literally figure it out just by listening to the person talking.
Yeah.
If you tell us, I would do this, I would do that.
Yeah,
That's already it's like.
yeah.
That's how I would do it, but they base it on competence. I was a seminar with Jet 2 and they said they base a lot of their pilots on competence. Oh well, so when will you know?
Well, Jet 2 is the first one that's come out this year, so I think that application process started in the middle of February, and I've got 4 days to do this stage just now, and then they say we'll hear back from this stage in the middle of April, but they don't tell you, like, they gave like a application guidance up until this point, like what the stages are, but after that I don't know what's involved, so yeah, not
And
sure.
are they gonna obviously deduct you from the wages, all the
Yeah,
the cost,
definitely,
isn't it?
definitely.
That could be worth it, right?
Oh,
You know, it's
100%.
like it saves you a lot of money to
Yeah.
initially to pay if you can get through that.
Yeah.
So, thing is, they need more pilots all the time now.
Yeah.
So it's, if I was 19, probably that's what I would. I mean, I've got my pilot license, but not.
Yeah.
If I were to go Jet 2 or something, that's probably the way to do it. Unless you got 100 grand lying around
Yeah.
or 60 or whatever too. I mean, I've had friends who's done a modular way, and they spend 60, 70 grand and just took them maybe 10 years to do it.
Or just work their way through it.
Yeah, just do PPL, multi-crew, multi-rating, flying around to US to do the hours because it's so much cheaper fuel and flying there, and then working as a dispatcher at the airport, start getting around the crew, and then works for Logan Air, and now he's a captain. So it's literally with a couple of years. Logan Air, you get so many hours so quickly. Jet 2, you don't get many hours. That's the thing.
I know.
You'll be waiting to
Yeah.
get up in the ladder because there's only summer holidays flying.
Yeah.
I've got a friend, actually a neighbor, who worked here as well, and he used to work for Logan Air. Now he works for Jet 2, and he said, yeah, it's great, like a company car, all the stuff, but you just don't get to fly.
Yeah.
You fly summer, and then you get lots of like months off, and then you just obviously do when we 1 or 2 flights to be current, and that's it. Where Ryanair, I mean, another friend, he works for Ryanair now from Logan Air, and within a year, I think, he'd become a captain because it's just hours.
All
So
the
much
time.
flying, right?
Yeah.
Short hopes. So no, it's good. But as long as you get your feet in, that's all that counts.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got any questions that can help you in the exam?
Yeah, I know. I know. I think it's like, I don't know. I was looking at it today. It's like, I think it's like 10 stages. There's stuff to do with. I think it'll be something quite similar to that. They've got like reaction stuff, and then multitasking, and then I think there's one task when you got to like keep the box in like the arrow like that. So
Yeah, because that's how you really fly. So when we do pilots assessments for like Jet 2 or Ryanair and stuff, it's raw data flying, so you don't actually have the flight directors, but it's obviously pilots, so they already know how to fly it. But you gotta set up your like VORs or the frequency for ILS or whatever, and you can basically follow the departures. So if you wanna have this departure, probably not the best one to show, but you would set your trend VOR basically, and then you're looking at so 1.5 miles from localizer India Echo Mike Whiskey, we will start making a left turn towards the trend VOR. So you literally you gotta have to talk yourself through it, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, remember it. Well, obviously, you can have a tablet open and you can look at it as well, but you gotta set your VOR for the trend, and then you'll see. So I don't know, we probably passed it donkeys ago, but if I said 1157, you probably will see a little arrow. Yeah, so you can see a little arrow coming in now. So this is my side. Your side will be like a single line, basically, the same green one, and that basically points now down behind us. So the VOR is behind us, and you can also see the arrow here on the old, VOR thing. And then so you follow that. Once you're gonna get over, obviously the arrow starts spinning, and then you can turn, and you can see the distance 68 miles away behind us now. So that's how you do all right. And I actually like it because it's a bit more challenging, just ILS flying and route flying, easy, right? But you're gonna start doing like procedures for departures and things, so it's a little bit more fun. But we'll be doing multitasking when we're landing because we will turn off the flight directors anyway, so you'll be following your localizer and following your glide slope. We're flying real weather, the clouds are that's Glasgow. Okay. The weather just changed, I think, in Glasgow. Either that or I looked at something, right? Because we've got 10K visibility and no clouds. 13 knots wind. So we could maybe potentially turn off the real weather and then do like a literally minima landing with a fog cloud
Okay.
to the minimas, and you will have to follow your localizer and glide slope
Okay.
to get land on that runway, just to show. And that's where the multitasking comes in,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you gotta follow localizer, you gotta follow the glide slope. You can also turn this mode to your approach, so you have your diamond here, and you can have a little red magenta line showing you the runway. So you're gonna have to look between both screens, you know. And the closer to the ILS you get, the more sensitive the turns behind. So they're quite common for pilots coming in and doing here. It's big turns. Yeah, so the minute you're gonna do a big turn, you're gonna find yourself doing even bigger and bigger as you get close to ILS. So you're gonna have to kind of sneak towards it. So if that's the runway, basically, I don't know how to show you that nicely. So let's, for example, this is the runway, and obviously you would come straight, right? And then as you start drifting, if you start turning really steeply, you're gonna go drift that way and that way, right? But what you want is there. And as you're slowly drifting, the diamond will slowly start coming in. And even before it gets to actually that position, you're gonna have to start leveling off, because by the time you actually, you know, straighten up, the diamond will be on this side.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna, you know, and further away you're fine, then they're fine, because you get that time to kind of stabilize it. But as closer you are, it's the same for glide slope. The closer to the glide slope you are, the quicker the diamond will start moving, you know. So yes, you'll figure it out in a minute. But it is, you just want to do gentle kind of, you know, unless you're really close and then the diamond is here, then obviously you're gonna have to turn. But then you're gonna straighten up and back in. It's a lot of imagination as well, like, you know, trying to imagine the position where you are on the runway. So it is doable, but so looking route here, let's have a look. So zoom out to the right a little bit.
What you want?
Yeah, that one, yeah, just to zoom out navigation, keep going. Okay, so that's just coming out to top of the descent, not far off now. So let's look at our arrival to Glasgow. So that's what we've got. Let's go to the legs. And we've got ASLIB, right, so that's our arrival. We need to be 26,000 feet, flight level 260, yeah, that's correct. And then we've got NEP and ODIGI flight level 200, so we'll go ODIGI flight level 200, and then we've got VAPI maximum 250 speed, so we'll go 250 below, and then we've got LANAC exactly 7,000 feet and 230 knots. So we'll go next page until we'll find LANAC. There we go, 237,000. Yeah, so that's our arrival. That looks perfect. Got a bit of terrain around it now. That's okay. We're gonna find a chart for the runway. It was runway 23, was it? Need to come in after July. This is gonna be upgraded to 77 max.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm closing in July for a whole month to get
How many years have we had this?
5 years. So I'm
5.
gonna be closing the whole thing just to upgrade and maintain. See the wooden frame outside? So that's gonna be just outside the door here. So that's gonna be circuit breakers here. It's gonna be 2 walls now, so it'll be enclosed with all the circuit breakers and seat, and an extra door, so the cabin will be kind of separated from their cockpit now as well. So yeah, lots of changes. And then I've already built the front of it. It's just gonna be a case of swapping it.
That's good.
Yeah, so it took a month to build me that.
Yeah.
So I will take that one out, be for sale, and then I'll just put a 77 max, and the throttle will be new, and a couple of panels needs to be replaced, because like the lights there are not existing now in the 77 max, and they don't have that gauge, so I'll just blank it off. But
that'll be good.
so yeah, a few changes, make it a little bit hopefully better, but we'll see. Cool. So this is the chart for 2-3 Glasgow. So we'll go frequency for traffic controllers at the top. Localizer frequency, final approach course, those 2 information we're going to tune in, which basically align us on the runway, start the initial descent, make the life nice and easy. Quickly see if we've got any frequencies wrong. I'm going to change the frequency now. For Edinburgh ground, 1755. Cool. So go around missed approach procedure. Basically, this is climb 3000, this is straight ahead 2500, and blah blah blah. Right. So this is the dotted line here, and then left here, and then. But usually the aircraft will show you the flight directors, and you just follow that for the go around procedure. Cooking here. There we go. So procedural arrival. So if there would be no ATC, for example, to talk to, you would be coming over the VOR. So you'll be coming over the runway, and then you'll be doing an outbound, and then back in for the land. Yeah. So we can see the VOR here, 331 here, basically. Yeah. So it's gonna just arrive there over the airport back in. So we're going to be coming straight in here for the final, right? So we're coming in about roughly 2,900 when it starts that initial descent for the glide slope. It's a 3-degree glide slope. So basically we need to follow that line all the way down, try not to go up and down. Same idea applies as we were following the flight directors, except we're not going to be following directors, but the motion is kind of the same. You find a sweet spot and maintaining it. Just got a light coming up and telling you reset MCP altitude as we come top of the descent. So let's bring it 20,000 and we'll start the descent shortly. If that still works, huh? Yes. Right, so otherwise we go your minimas, so decision altitudes and things like that. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that today, but the most important is that we follow the glide slope all the way down. Yeah. So if you remember from the last time, we had diamond here, and that was the localizer, and that basically tells us if we're too high or too low. Yeah. And we've got diamond on the bottom, and that's a glide slope, and that tells us if we're too in the middle of the runway, basically. Yeah. So if the diamond moves here to the left, then we need to start turning left. If the diamond goes right, we need to go right. The diamond needs to be there. We'll follow the diamond movement. The same applies here. If diamond goes up, we pull back. Diamond goes down, we push forward. Yeah. So that needs to stay there. That needs to stay there. Yeah. Yeah. Now we can see here the descent rate. Okay. So if we go to debrief. Who are you? He thinks it was a real thing. We are a real thing. Now we can see we're going to be landing flap 30, 147 plus 5 wind correction, 152 will be our landing speed. So looking roughly here, we can see we're going to be at about 800 feet per minute descent, right, between those two numbers, yeah? So this number here on the final, we want to maintain about 800. And that only applies if the diamond is here. If the diamond is there, we are already too low, yeah? So that means that's not going to apply because that's not going to change. So if we do have to pull back, we'll bring it up a little bit, maybe 500 feet for a few seconds, wait for the diamond to start coming down. Once it gets here, we'll push forward back to 800. Yeah. If we start pushing forward, because the diamond goes down, then we bring about 1,000 feet maybe. Yeah. Wait for a few seconds to come in, and then pull back to 800. Yeah. So that 800 only applies when a diamond is in that position. Otherwise, there's a nice cloud. If we see there's supposed to be no clouds, right? So we're gonna be able to see the runway. In that case, we will look outside, making sure we're in the center of the runway, wings level, and we'll just keep concentrating on that. We don't need to worry about this one because we see the runway, right? So we'll keep on that and that 800, those two. So outside down, just keep scanning. When we do that later, maybe no vis approach, then yeah, you're not gonna point looking outside. You're not gonna see anything. So we're just gonna keep eye on those diamonds, basically. Yeah. All that makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll turn off the flight directors just to make it a little bit more fun. Otherwise, it'll be too easy. So, looking here, we can see your frequency for ILS and your course, just so we looked in the chart. So, we're gonna show 228. We're gonna go here. We're flying from East Midlands to Glasgow right now. And then the same on the right. Well, like 90 knots crosswind right now. And then correct the heading because we made a couple turns. And that's good. So now the frequency, we've got 11010. So down here we've got two knobs, yeah. One bottom and 3 digits, and then top one, that's 2 digits. So we're gonna say 11010. Yep, and then we'll press transfer to put an active frequency, and we'll do the same on the right, 11010. Yep, perfect. And now we can see, just to confirm, 110, 10228, and you is the same. If it's no, you can just wiggle something, maybe one digit off, and then you can just kind of reset it there. But cool. So we are descending on profile. That tells you if we're too high or too low on descent. At the moment, again, the same kind of idea. Diamond telling us we are on profile for descent. Good. So next one we can see diesel. That's going to be decelerating. And then we can see we are top of descent 7,000. So we'll be like 7,000 at top of descent further in. Good. So let's bring it down to 16 as we can include that 20 now. And we did say flap 30, so we're going to press that twice as well. That's going to show us on the frequency down here. Oh, no frequency, but I mean on the PFD. Gives us a reference, 3147 plus 5 wind correction, which is what? 147 plus 5 for wind correction. What's the number?
152.
Yeah, good. You passed.
Yeah.
I wonder what math exams are they doing, huh? Some crazy hard probably. I've failed straight away. Have you done one before, or did you got that? You know, got a stage?
I've done like the maths and English tests before, but I've not done this like Aeon stuff.
Were they quite easy?
They were like most of them were easy because it was just like it was like short time limit and then like so many questions, and then the ones at the end were obviously more difficult with less time, but it was fine. It wasn't bad.
What was it, just like 5 plus 5?
No, not quite, but it was just like Pythagoras and stuff like that. It was just like angles and easy speed distance time stuff. So it was
crazy, yeah. Things like you just don't know, right, until you do it once, and it's like, all right, I know.
Yeah.
Do they give you some heads up? What to expect on?
Not really. They didn't before. Like this one, they tell you like there's 10 sections to it, and they tell you what each section is going to kind of be.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so because it's like, you know, you'd like to prepare a little bit of this, right? And yeah, so it'll be good to give you a heads up what to expect.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, so that tells us now we should be 1,700 feet lower than we are. So we're gonna help them a little bit. Just bring the speed wake up and then drop it down here and fly that. And that's it there. Yeah, and I should hopefully numbers get smaller now. Give us a little bit of a speed break. Sorry for interrupting, Captain. Is this an aviation college? No, it's I don't know, you can call it whatever you want, flight simulator or business. So we do like pilots assessments and experience flights. Good, auto brake, we'll go number 3. Again, you could do a performance braking kind of thing, but let's go 10,000. Actually, go 7 because that's the next down to level 11. But we don't need to worry about that. Let's go fast and silver sign on.
The captain has called. I have some flight attendants to remain seated. He does give us clearance to move about the cabin. We'll begin our service at that time. Thank you. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Oh, well, looking good. Like I said, the QNH was 1013, I think. It's pretty much standard anyway. Yeah.
So the captain has just asked us to prepare the cabin for arrival at this time. All large devices must be turned off and stowed. You may continue to use your small IoT devices.
That's some weird cloud over Glasgow, eh?
Yeah, I've seen that for a while.
Also, please make certain your seatbelts are fastened. Seat back to the tray table.
It did have the weather saying Columbus and stuff, which that would make sense, but it doesn't have anymore. So unless obviously moved away from the airport, but unless I looked at it wrong, but hours expect later on. Yeah, it was definitely Glasgow. Yeah, must have been updated now. When was the last weather? 14:20. Yeah, 20 minutes ago. So we were probably just in a cruiser. All changed, eh? Glasgow at GPH, and then we'll go Prestwick on the left. Well, Now we can take that off because we are now back on profile, so take the speed brake off. You can see the throttle is actually coming back, trying to recover the speed we lost there because of that. So normally in real life you actually hold your hand on the speed brake all the time because you just forget like that.
Yeah.
You get distracted. Now we'll be coming in land in about 10 minutes. Now we can actually check that. So go to program. Where you can see we've got 47 miles, 1252, 3.8 tons. As we land is 12:38 just now in a simulator, so that's even less. That's about 5 minutes. No, that's a 52. Oh, so yeah, so that's about 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 13 minutes. Yeah, am I right? 43. Yeah, 13 minutes. We land. Look like that we're that far for 13 minutes, but will give us a little bit of a boost there. Waiting for us.
How long did it take you to build all this?
8 months.
8 months.
To do the whole cockpit thing, yeah. Yeah, this one took a while because I had to curve literally all the shapes, you know, with like a router and all this. You know, the other simulators were like that was the CNC and they just kind of put together, and then obviously lots of soldering stills. But they averaged 3 months, and this one it was just a long time. Yeah, the 77 Max is quite good. Like I try to make as real as possible. Like just like in a real plane, you can press them to test them. Here, obviously, they don't do that. But now in the 77 Max, they will. So you can just press, and they will lighten up every single time as you test them, which is quite cool.
That is cool.
Obviously, that everything works fine, but it's just like a little thing that nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
But when you press it, you can just literally single LED. You can test, or obviously you can test them all with that when it works. Yeah. So you're gonna see all that, but with just being able to press, it's different. Trying to make it looking good. Have to try sell all this now, the whole front. Someone will buy it, right? Or home in a bedroom.
Yeah.
I have huge interest in aviation, Captain, but sadly I'm financially unstable to fund aviation college. Well, I see that's going another thing I've got to fix. I thought it was the potentiometer, but I changed that and it still does. I think it's my power supply maybe. Well, do what he does. Just go to a funded airline thingy, and they will pay for you as long as you are good at school.
Ground, Shamrock 1901, stand 10, A320 Neo, IFR 2, Alta Grove.
Yeah, as long as you get to school, they maybe take you on, right?
Stand 10.
Nice, so we'll just about level off at 7,000 and then we'll carry on descending. So bring at 3,000, take us hopefully. And this green line tells you actually where we're going to end up, the altitude you set there with the current aircraft configuration. So we don't really see it now because it's just going to level off at 7,000. But if we had this, in theory, when we start descending from 7, we should be in about 3,000 just before that turn. So if it's all correctly calculated. Put the weather on yours, just press weather there. We're gonna see that cloud in here. There's the cloud, eh? Oh, right over the airport. That cumulus. Right, go at barometric pressure, just press that one again. That's it. I hope one day I can pursue my dreams and become one of you guys. Well, don't give up, yeah. Never give up. That's your second time trying, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Never give up. If it doesn't work, well, maybe you can just work and pay for it. Have you considered?
I'm at university right now. So
Okay, yeah.
Doing a degree to.
So how is when you finish uni?
I've got exams end of April and then middle of May, and then I'll be off for summer.
But then you still go next year and stuff?
Yeah,
or?
this is just my first year, so I've got 3 more.
So how does that work if I take you to the airline?
I'll just bin uni off.
So they will be happy with that. They don't want you to finish or
It's
anything,
kind of
right?
it's up to you what you do. So
Do it both at the same time.
If I've got something better I can do, then
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If they take you in, you don't really need it.
No,
do you?
exactly,
You know what I mean?
so-
It's like, and what's it's a 18 months course, is it?
the scholarship, if I got it, yeah, I think it's 18. I think some differ, some are possibly up to 2 years, but most are around 18 years, 18 months.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's cool. What were you studying?
Accounting and finance. That's good.
Totally different.
Completely different. Completely different.
Be a broker.
Yeah, earn some money.
Do the trades. Good. Right, so this is now coming far off now. 3,000 coming up. I was supposed to be no clouds, right? We'll see what happens. By the way, there's no reloading problem. We'll be clear over there. Look at that. Looking good. We're gonna decel, so we're gonna start slowing down and get some flaps. So we usually want to be flaps 5 before we start turning, otherwise we'll overshoot the turn with the speed we're gonna be doing. I'll speed us up a little bit, so we're leveling off. There we go, that's us slowing down, perfect. Like flying towards the mountain there. Okay, let's go flaps 1. Set speed is coming down, looking. Flaps 5. Terrain is looking closer. 2,400 feet that terrain, so 600 feet. At this higher peak there, well, it's 1,800 there, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's there was no big difference there. About 1,000 feet now from that terrain. Highest peak. And now in a cloud you can't even see it at all. Alright, we're just about to start making a left turn, so
2,500.
that's altitude below us. So you got like a radio beacon going signal sending to the ground, and that basically tells you that's the altitude. So as you can see, it's changing because of the terrain, and this is obviously the barometric pressure altitude. So it's set on a baro. Oh, that's not bad. 1,200 feet difference. So as we over a little terrain. Alright, we're coming in, so let's press the approach now. And that's going to look for ILS, and hopefully that will change to a single channel in a minute. Line capture us. There we go. Channel lining us up. You could probably see the walking people on the mountain. Huh?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
And there was supposed to be no clouds, but I don't know. Oh well, maybe my sim doesn't decide not to reload the weather on approach. But anyway, we've got your glides localizer already. We can see it's just lining us up nicely. We've got 30 knots wind right now coming in. Landing lights, those two and those two down. And we'll go gear down. Flaps 15. Speed 160. TikTok is like rubbish. It just keep. I don't know, for some reason the video is being like suspended for like promoting. I don't know why. That's the reason. Flap 30, and then you can appeal, and the appeal is accepted. It's just like woo.
It's weird.
AIs. That's what it is. Stupid AI. 1.5. What do we say? 1.52 speed, right? Landing. Well, it's almost like a non-visibility approach. So you can see here you go. You glide slow. You go. You localize it. Obviously the winds is 29 knots, kind of pushing us a little bit. So we're gonna come in like that towards the runway right now. And we're just coming out of the cloud slowly. So we'll shortly disconnect, and it's up to you to take us towards the runway. There's the lights of the runway. You can just see the puppy lights. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 white, 2 reds means we're descending correctly. There's balloons on the very Glasgow for some reason there. Cool. So press twice on the side to disconnect. There. Yeah, and it's all yours. So just maintaining. I'll turn off the flight directors. We're not cheating, right? We'll just keeping that 800 feet descent. So if it's too big, we pull back. Yeah. So pull back a little bit because we're going 1,000. Yeah. We'll go rain coming in as well. Yeah, and yeah, you see it doesn't take much.
Yeah,
so push forward now because now we just get it back. Level the wings quickly, left, look at outside when we're turning, so level the wings. Yeah, more left, get those wings level because we're getting flying away from the runway now, drifting away. That's it, so pull back tiny bit. Just that, yeah, give it a few seconds to kind of react as well. So pull back a little bit more if it's not doing anything yet. Here we go. Pull back a little bit more. Look outside when you're pulling, you'll see, keep pulling. There we go, that's it, hold it there, let them come in, and left more. We see the diamond bottom one is running away, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we need to go left a little bit. That's it, just keep the left drift for a while, pull back a tiny bit, just 800 feet or something, and let the diamond come back. 750, there we go, that's what we want, let the diamond come down. A little bit more left, if we can. Yeah. So you can see diamond still running away, we're still getting blown off the runway center. That's it, perfect. Looking good, glide slope is coming back, push forward slightly to get that 800 feet, there we go. Level the wings now as we're coming in pretty much in the center now, so quick right, level the wings, back to center, there we go. Now we're going to probably overshoot this, so let's go right a little bit more, just what that wind does to us, because it's pushing us quite a bit that way, so right a little bit, yeah. And let's keep it more right, see that diamond just overshoot.
Yeah.
Descent is looking not too bad, and we'll try descending all the way until you hear 50, 40, 30, and about 30, 40 if we're descending correctly we should be able to flare. Alright, level the wings now, we'll just come in at angle slightly, so bring us in, pull back a tiny bit so we'll maintain at 800. Then what's coming with the colors on this side? Yeah, left a little bit, we're aiming for the center of the pillar to be on the center, yeah, that's it. Look, the sand is looking good, yeah, that's it. Turn of a workout, perfect. Nose down, yeah, just keep the 800, otherwise we're going to be floating. Push a little bit more as you get a ground effect closer to the runway. So a little bit more forward, don't be shy. Bring it in, forward. It's a ground effect, as you come in closer you can easing off. There we go. Left a little bit, yes, get us in. That's it. Just drop it there, pull back a tiny bit, that's it, hold it there. Slightly high, but that's okay. That's it, just maintain it now, center, looking good. Keep the 900 for now, because we are high as well as anyway.
200.
Right slightly, just keep us in the wind. Pull back a tiny bit. Pull back a little bit now. Pull back a little bit more. Pull back a little bit more. Get the 800, level the wings quickly. Pull back a little bit more.
20.
Hold it there, that's it. That's fine, just bring your nose down. We'll get that rudder to get us in the center. Perfect, that was not too bad at all, yeah. Cool.
It's very sensitive at the end there.
Yeah, it was just wind and everything coming in, and we didn't obviously do rudder pedals to straighten us up, which is fine, but obviously you were kind of hard landing that way, kind of crossing, so you should bring it, but as you bring your left rudder, you need to correct, otherwise your wing will drop basically, so it's kind of, you have to synchronize that, and as I did the rudder, once we're down on the ground, I don't want to do it while you're trying to fly, and then the rudder, next thing you, So landing was decent. Let's see what we get for the rating on that. It was not too bad for considering the wind we had, like, you know, still. So landing 1 star, but it's okay, you know, and approach was 4 out of 5. So approach was good, even now we were drifting left and right quite a bit, but obviously the touchdown we could have smoothed out. It's about the smoothness, but it's not that it was like, you know, crazy bad or anything. It was still safe. And we know sometimes you just can't look for smooth if it's a short runway, and you just can't allow that. So so what we'll do one more back approach, and one more landing. What was the runway we landed on? 27, right? No, because it's Glasgow. GPS. 3, 2, 3. We'll do. I'll see if I can turn off the. Oh yeah, that will work. Got 3 approach now, and there shouldn't be any wind, hopefully. Get us stabilized now. Okay, we still got wind. I'm gonna have to turn the wind off. You can fly for now. I'll just see quickly into the settings. I'll say it's weather is off.
Alpha 1-2.
Still showing the wind though. That's the problem. So we'll do. First, we're gonna do. Yep, no winds. And then after clear, we'll change to conditions. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Follow the flight director. I mean, follow the diamond. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble shortly. There we go. Right. So that's it. Hold it there for a second. Bring us start forward a little bit. Start pushing forward so we don't. Yeah, that's it. Just. Right. So let's see if we can do this. Right, so you got your diamond, you got that thing, and so that needs to be in the center. Turn off the weather either. So yeah, that's it. So pull back first because we are already too low, right? So let's bring us in level for a second. That's it. Yeah, like a 400 feet, 300. We don't want to climb because the diamond will just overshoot. You're climbing now, right?
Yeah.
You can see climbing, right? Push forward quickly, more forward, a lot forward because the diamond is gonna overshoot now. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's it. Find that 800 and left because we drifted away from the runway right now. Yeah. Not too much, not too much. Just let that drift in, come in. That's it. And yeah, nose down slightly. Let's get us back under control. Don't turn anymore. Just nose down because we need to get at 800 feet. Right, let's bring it right now. Start leveling those wings because the localizer is coming back in, right? So level the wings for a second. Now start turning right because we're gonna overshoot the center of the runway, right? That's it. Keep going right a little bit more until that localizer stabilizes. Keep going. Wait. No, not steeper. No steeper. No steeper. That's it. Left now. A little bit. That's it. Back to center. Pull back. Get that localizer under control. Pull back more because we need to be 800. Now there we are. Localizer's coming back. Quick left. Level the wings. And slightly left. We need to still drift to the left a little bit. Yeah. That's it. Because that's what I said. You're gonna go left, right now. So push forward. Because we're climbing, glide slope is away. That's a multitasking for you, right? Well, keep going, go forward, 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 because we're climbing. Glide slope disappeared literally there now. Keep going. Yeah, left a little bit. Let's get us, that's it. Just keep that drift, slow drift coming. That's it, don't go any steeper. Back to center with the yoke. Let him come. No, not just with the yoke. We want to be in a left turn slowly. Right, that's it. That's it. Start going right, level the wings now a little bit. A bit more right now. Let's bring us in quickly towards the heading. So let's get our heading under control. Hold it. Pull back now because the diamond is coming in. Left, quickly left. No, not all the way left. Just level the wings. Here we go. That's it. Right. Nose down. Nose down, nose down, nose down.
200.
Go. A little bit high. Right, slight right. Just slightly. There we go.
Taxiway. Caution.
Okay, we know a little bit off. That's okay.
100.
There is the runway. Good side, yeah?
Long left.
Yeah.
Pull back. Yeah, flare. That's it.
20. 10.
Remaining.
That's it.
Jeez, oh.
That's it, yeah? It's not easy, yeah?
Yeah, I just could not get that. Just
yeah.
back and forth.
That's where it's
back and
exactly
forth.
what I said. Because if you imagine, if you fly in here straight to it, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna come in, and then as you're coming in, you're gonna overshoot it if you
Yeah.
don't level off, and the diamond is coming in. So what you need to do is, as you get closer to the diamond, you're actually gonna have to almost level off and just slowly merge. It's about the merging of
Okay.
together, because otherwise you just overshoot it.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to go that way
Back
and
up.
that way.
Yeah.
You're gonna, as the diamond is coming in towards the center, and you know, if you're far away, you're gonna have to start merging from further or do a tighter turn.
Yeah.
So you just gotta merge. It's that merging, it's the important part. And you can also use your heading, right? So heading is 228. So you can see that's where we should be. So if we were coming in like this,
Yeah.
you can see that line is coming in, you're gonna start leveling off to get into that heading to get a merge. And as you get, not a big distance, but then closer, you're literally just creeping into the center.
Yeah.
So it's it's the
Yeah.
merges that's the difficult part. But that was good. That was good. Enjoy that?
Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
Very good. For some reason, I don't know if my stream stopped. I'm telling you that TikTok. I think something comes up with a puzzle you have to do, like you're inactive. How am I inactive? I'm literally here.
Yeah.
Ah, this TikTok.
On runway 23. On runway 23.